Check swings. 1-1 on the count. It has been an efficient top first, bottom second so far. We are only 14 minutes into the game, and we are within 1 out of being through 2. And over the head. So in safe on the stolen base. That changes the count to a 1-2. Technically, 2 Rebel runners have advanced on uncontested stolen bases. But in large part, that was due to a sac bunt. And he gets him. All right, we'll head to the top of the third. Your score, Silo 1, Latta 0. Your Prep Nation TV game of the day. Bottom portion of the lineup will be up to bat for the Panthers. 7, 8, 9. Thus far it has been 6 up and 6 down. An efficient day thus far for the Silo Rebels on the mound. That foul ball. All right, that's going to be considered fair, so we will have a 1-3 throwout. All right, throws down the bunt. Pitcher gets it. And it's back-to-back 1-3 throwouts, so 2 down. We'll see if Latta's final batter of the lineup, the number 9 spot, can get a hit or on base. Ball is outside. .30 count, so best opportunity yet. In for a strike. And he walks, so the Panthers are able to break through and get their first runner on for the game. So back to the top of the lineup for the Panthers. So everybody 1 through 8 will be 0 for 1, and then number 9 will be 0-0 on a walk, base on ball. Let's see if the Panthers can knock this game up here in the top of the third. They trail Silo 1-0. I'd like to thank today's sponsor for our coverage action, Taco Casa in Durant and Calera. All right, so much to do about nothing. Batter basically checked off the swing, so stepped out of the box. So we have a reset on the play. So 1-1 pitch count resumes. And make it 1-2. And he goes back. He is in safe. Safe again on the throwback. Runner goes. Ball is put in play. It's foul, so it'll have to come back. One-two pitch count will resume. And he's back in safe. So third check back that the pitcher has done to keep him tight. Panthers tried to steal 2 pitches before. Unfortunately, a foul ball negated his good jump. Runner goes, it's a ball. He is in and gets him. So it is a 2-4 throwout to end the top third. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. Rebels will be up to bat. Silo leads Latta 1-0, your Prep Nation TV game of the day. Okie dokie, bottom of the third. Rebels have had 3 hits, 1 home run. Otherwise, been a pretty tight affair due to good pitching, good infielding. Ball is lunged, but he gets a part of it. It goes foul. Probably should have just taken a low ball there. Now count is 1-2. Just saw some lightning in the background. It is getting ominously gray over on this side of the field. Ironically enough, I just turned the camera that direction for a single. Ball is in high. Nice and cool today, atypically so for an early September game. That ball is popped up, so pitcher evens it out 1 apiece. Runner goes, throw is on its mark but off, so second stolen base of the game for Silo. Ball inside. 2-2. Must have been off a pitch, so that is a walk. Scoreboard had it 2-2 and it's now 3-2, so I guess. Runners on first and second for Silo. Back-to-back innings for that. See if Latta can dodge the bullet here and get an out. And he is tagged out, and he's safe at home. So we have a fielder's choice, 1-5 throw out, and then a stolen base, third of the game for the Rebels. It is getting darker and darker on that side of the field. That'll get you awake. One. Our game of the day features number 2 Silo versus number 16 Latta, Class A fall baseball. Starting to hear some thunder in the background as well. And a strike, so 1-2 pitch count favors the Panthers. Ball is high and outside. Runner does go. He is late on the throw, otherwise he would have got him. That gaff can be very costly. He definitely should have let it go. He had the jump, the read on him, and then he pump faked and then gave the Rebels the opportunity to steal back-to-back bases for that particular batter. So he was a walk, and he has gone from first to third. And they get a much-needed out there with the strikeout. 2 down. All right, Rebels have a runner in scoring position now on third. The only debate is whether or not Latta can get out of this without giving up another run. Ball is hit up. Looks like it's going to hook foul and just be outside the reach of the third baseman, the right fielder. Unable to get to the particular spot on the field. Nice hustle, though. Boy, it has ominously spread. Not only all of that part of the sky, but in behind as well, and now halfway up here. Infield pop-up, that's going to go to the second baseman. So, Rebel strand one pickoff. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Your score remains Silo 1, Latta 0, your Prep Nation TV game of the day. Foul ball.
Relax up there. Put so much pressure on yourself.
All right, pop up to the third base.
Get at that right here. Pick Jackson up. Help your teammates out. Mountain Dew. All right.
What do you like, bud?
Got lucky. Get a tree. That boy.
And the first single of the day for the Panthers. It is not now, I don't think, a matter of if it will rain, but a matter of just when. Thunder again in the background, this time noticeably louder than before. We're now operating on about 3/4 of the ballpark in a black, heavy, deep cloud.
I love this pitch right here. Bust it out. Bust it out. Good job. Get at that right here. Get a tree.
3-1 now on the pitch count.
Let's go, 7. Let's go. Get a boy.
Right to the shortstop, potential for 6 and 3 double play. The absolute worst thing that could happen for the Panthers did. Takes the runner off, so we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains Silo 1, Latta 0, your Prep Nation TV game of the day.
they cancel your game? I asked, did y'all play? Oh, I said, did y'all play? Did y'all win? That's good.
All right, foul ball. And a strike, so 1-2 on the pitch count. Even more thunder now in the background. Ooh, that looked to be a good pitch. Woo! So 2-2. So he pops up. It will stay. Third base is coming. Calls off the pitcher and drops it. And he'll go to second, on effect a double due to the error. So we are going to call that an infield error on the third base. Should have called it off. Catcher or the pitcher should have had that one. Literally ran the entire distance up the field to miss the ball. And it is picking up, not just with the potential rain, but also gusting winds now, too. And it is a snowstorm with dirt flying around. Woo-wee. Nice cool breeze, though. Let me tell you, it feels good. So Rebels on second after an infield gaff again by the Panthers gives them life. No outs. Goes, and they are going to get him, and he drops the ball. Another error will score another run. All right, so our official raindrops are on the ground. I don't know how much longer we will have play, so we will see exactly what's going on here. Sends them over to the dugout. Players are heading to the dugout. Rebel players, I should say, let me clarify that. Panther players are heading to the bus, and the Rebel players are heading to the corner to get the tarp. We'll do our best to get you an update and let you know what we're looking at as far as potential delay, postponement, or just outright cancellation. I don't know if we've played enough of the game for it to be a final, so we will see. I think this is what happens when the tarp and the wind team up against the players. So, in effect, you are seeing it as we are seeing it with about a 10-second delay. So I'm not sure if we're going to end up with a postponement here today, but I'll do my best to have confirmation before we sign off, potentially on the feed. Anybody that complained about the baseball players gaining weight are now wanting them to be heavier, because you are the guy that's going to be the hero to save the day. So we've got some table muscle coming out on the field now. That is some serious wind gusts, folks. Somebody needs to be at home plate because that is just going to continue to whip up. And they hit each plate, basically each base has got a tie down with a couple of other sections that they're able to tie into. So the theory is you use the dugouts with the stakes, and then that should allow you to basically be able to keep the tarp on the field. However, a player just lost their shoe. I'm not so sure that this game is going to resume now after the amount of rain that appears to be coming down here momentarily. But we will see. They've at least got the better part of Valor accomplished here with this tarp on the floor. So let's see if they can just stave off the wind and keep everything pretty much stationary now where none of the dirt is exposed, so you're just talking grass. And there goes a really fast kid running across the tarp. And the wind is pulling it right back off the field. They're going to have to get multiple people over there, otherwise this is going to be a losing proposition. I can honestly say this is the first time I've seen the wind literally move the tarp off spot and continue to do so. If we get too bored over here, we may go in and hang out on the concession stand or interview some of the softball players over here after the retreat.
You look like you're really enjoying yourself. You look so happy. Cool. Me, you, and Katie.
Well, at least some of the major wind gust has dropped and subsided. This will go in large part to determining what we have going on Thursday, as rain is anticipated, and so this will be a preemptive move possibly for the tournament if they don't resume today, to get this set where it is in a spot to where they can keep the dry ground underneath from getting them in trouble for the tournament on Thursday should it rain all day tonight and into tomorrow.
My keys. I don't know where she went. I'm down here. Should I go downtown
Wilbur is going to be a sitting duck. So before we broke, we had an infield pop-up that should have been a catch and then a throw-out that could have happened, and then a fielder's error at third base that allowed an unearned run to score. So Silo leads 2-0 in a play suspension game. We are not yet halfway, I guess, through the game. I believe there is one pitch on the board as a 2-0 count possibly, but no outs, so we have played 3.5 innings. So that will not be enough for a final score. So the game will either have to be resumed or they will have to agree to cancel. So we will see if that comes to that. Misspoke, we have played 4.5 innings. So the wind gust has subsided dramatically. The sky has gone from black blue to almost a white out two-tone gray white. So we will see if this is a cell that is moving northwest, north-south, how quickly it will move off of Durant and head either to Medill or Ardmore. Players are now in their dugout, respectively, for the training facility. Don't know if that's kind of like a storage shed for the mower and equipment, but I believe that's where the silo players are. Latta Panthers have gone to the bus, so they are on their bus as we speak. We will only pull the plug if we see that the rain's not going to stop or if buses basically start heading out. Well, the good news is that this portion of the sky over here has cleared up dramatically in less than 20 minutes. Players did do a good job getting the tarp spread over the dirt, had a hard time getting it to stay on field. Nonetheless, it is secured with as many objects as they could put out on top of the tarp. As long as wind gusts do not pick up again, they should be able to roll it off, and it still should be pretty dry as far as the infill goes. Otherwise, we're going to have wheelbarrow races, and they're going to have to time these kids who can push a kid around base as fastest.
Oh, she's right there. She's right there. Like the side of the thing. You can barely see it. Who's that? Who's that? What? Who is he?
I just confirmed that at this particular juncture, Latta is willing to wait, but they are leaning towards calling the game. The reprieve that we had in the sky proved to be momentary, as the rain is coming down now at its heaviest since the rain delay started. Infield will be no major deal. The grass, however, will be potentially irksome and troublesome for any team that can move the ball outfield, with potential slips, slides, and traction being at an all-time low. All right, so it does look like the trajectory of the storm cloud or the rain cell is going to go northward, possibly up into Arkansas or Kansas. Yeah.
Oh, that's edited all the way. Who edited that? You? Huh? Who edited that? Oh, yeah, that's got a filter on it. Oh. What kind of camera are you taking that on? A phone? Wow, that's good for a phone. I mean, look at that Instagram feed, though. That's really, like, attractive to the eye. You got that aesthetic. Not all of them is aesthetic Instagram. Mine is not aesthetically cool. No, let's go see if you've been edited. Alright, okay, you go look. None of those have been edited. Yep, there you go, right there. I'm surprised you're That's Johnny's hat. That's not edited. No, it's not. I don't edit my Instagram photos. You thought. Yeah. No, I'm gonna get out there and take the tarp off this. This dog really likes
Honor, no! Honor. It's not ready, Mom. Time to go anywhere.
I wish my dog was nice to other people. I'd break her everywhere. She's actually too have fun right now.
In the morning.
There you go.
I still would if I had
I would if we would have been.
Yeah.
I would if I knew where the dog ran away from. That's how I am.
Mama, do you think we can take care of it? Mama, can we? Mama, can I take care of
So long. I mean, I like them. Behind your eye or what? All those stupid junior high kids are jewelry and all that.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. Oh no, it just keeps getting worse. The next thing you know, jewelry or Dalen will walk by.
They said 10 minutes, we'll be rolling.
All right, Coach Bowen just said 10 minutes, and they should be pulling back the tarp. So as is, unless rain continues to come, resumes, we should be back in action at approximately 6:30 for resumption of the game. That's if everything goes perfect. So 10 minutes or so to wait, and then as soon as they start rolling the tarp back, then we will assume they're ready to go. If there's anybody here that knows what's going on, it's Billy Jack Bowen, so I will take what he said, and we will go with that. Thunder would be my only concern or worry, potentially with lightning and metal bats. Nonetheless, this side of the field, which is where it actually started coming from, has cleared up considerably and pretty much just has one cloud right now. Everything else is clear. And then we have got over here pretty much clear space as well in sky. It's primarily just right over the ballpark and then hovering back over on the back side of this community where there's some homes and I believe a public park.
Taking orders. We're not taking orders. Huh?
What are you doing, Jay?
You want something?
Maybe I forgive you. Finley, I found Claire.
Oh my god.
Finley, Claire's here.
Yeah, I told her.
want puppies?
Lola!
No, I put my ones at home.
That's so terrible.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about puppies.
Okie dokie. So here is the long and short of it. They are back on the field getting ready to remove objects off of the top of the tarp. Business will not pick up until the players are back in uniform. And so we have got about another 10 minutes before they will start the game.
Can I get ice?
Sure, how many?
Is there any pins?
How about 12?
Yeah, she gave me 13.
Honor has her right.
Come here. Lola. I think she doesn't. Lola.
He fell over in the yard this morning. That's where he falls at. He literally tripped over the concrete in the yard. Like the driveway. Oh, it's grass. It's level.
All right, so players back in uniform, and they are on the field for the Rebels to pull back the tarp, and then we will see how much of a delay it's going to take to potentially skim off water on the tarp. I don't know if they have a heater or a blower that they're going to use. The roller that they've got is going all the way back out to center field wall.
Yeah, we called her.
Somebody that was trying to scurry out of here.
I'm wondering if it's flat or person.
He has been in the for like 7 seconds.
Somebody take a picture of that. Somebody this, get a picture of that.
What's so funny?
Be like, so I cannot walk around with wet socks. No, that's the worst.
Ethan, take your socks off!
His feet are huge. Is it those junior high boys out there with tails? I know they didn't always take
Can I get?
How much does it cost? Should I tell you?
50 cents.
Yep.
Ethan, take your socks off!
They all have restrictions. I promise you, if Billy Jack wouldn't get mad, they would.
Okay, we'll do wide view, let you see what's going on, how it's going. And we will see if the field has got much rain. Looks like there's some that got in here by home plate.
Can somebody tell Latta to get their butts back out here? You all scaredy cat. Their principal gonna let them come back? Look at it. It looks perfect. Not a drop of water got on it.
You just stood here and recorded that whole time?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to use it.
How about two?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I took pictures for a long time. And maybe half the time I just went inside the freaking film. I had coaches yell at me and I was like, okay, well I'm not gonna have any good pictures for you guys if I'm not inside here. So I'd rather get hit with a baseball than not have any photos.
Hi, Haley. Maybe I should come here.
Okay, so as you can see, the field looks to be in pretty good shape. Only spot that I see a little bit of water is at the very corner of home plate, here just right there and there.
What you looking for?
So we will see when Latta returns. I'll be looking to see if I can catch them from the dugout.
Stood back in my drink.
It's so nice.
Can you go get me Crispitos?
Are you gonna give me money?
You want to give me
Maybe.
How you getting that?
I don't know. More ice? See, there's these little things called keys, and I think that you should maybe in your too late. The football game. The Durant football game? Why you be going to the Durant football game? That doesn't make any sense. He's way too old for you.
Maya likes older men.
How much older? 4, maybe 5 years. It's okay. When I was 14, I was 15. I was living for 18. It is illegal. I said when I was 15, I was like, wow. I'm 16 and 20-year-old.
Oh, you're proud of that?
No, I regret every time. I feel like it's weird for the other How is it? Okay, the top
I don't know. I just got quick Did that home run on Aaron? Good, because I didn't.
I got the.
Well, good.
Well, if I have any health issues, you're my go-to person. I can already tell.
For you.
There we go.
You're running around everywhere. Stay where you can see.
Okay, so it looks to be about 10 minutes on top of what we said earlier. I don't see any baseball players from Latta that have made their way out to either the backside of the park or even to the close part of the dugout. So thus far, all of the Rebel players are on left field wall, rolling up the tarp. We'll resume with the 2-0 pitch count, bottom of the fourth. Silo just scored their second run of the game on an infield error. Catcher throws wild, it goes through the legs of the third baseman, so they score on back-to-back stolen bases. And then the leadoff home run that started the game at the bottom of the first. That's your score, 2-0 Silo. 4 hits for the Rebels, 1 hit for the Panthers.
I was like, probably black. Do it.
Oh my god. They all look at me.
I've never used one of those.
It is a good thing I'm not jumpy, otherwise I would have lost this iPhone.
I want to hear it. Honor, that was you. Can you make that sound again? Do it. Do it again.
What did you just do?
Do it again. No, it was you. Do it again.
No, stand up and walk.
Do it again.
No, I didn't.
It was you. I swear it was you. London, wasn't it Honor who made that noise? Wasn't it Honor?
Yes.
Honor, you got to do it again. Show us how you did that.
I heard you right over there.
Show us how you did that.
How did you do that?
It was you. It
I
was
started.
her.
I started.
Oh my god. What's his name, brother? What's his name, brother? Kept calling
I thought it was cool. We should have pulled that out earlier while we were standing there waiting.
You know how to do that? You know you get the last one? It has perfume outside. It's over there. Yeah. Run one. Oh wait, it's right here. Tiani, it's on the floor. Can you just bring it to me, please? Thanks.
Regular M&M's.
I would never walk through the floor, Benji. Come on, Benji. He's gonna go play the air horn now. Was it Honor?
Yeah.
Honor!
Thank you, sweetie.
Billy Jack's gonna come yelling at us.
Literally, Billy Jack is gonna be pissed.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, Rebels back in the dugout. We now need some Latta Panthers.
Oh my god, look at shit.
And I will pause here to see if they are back.
Yes.
It was raining. He told me
Don't listen to Kaylin. Don't listen to him.
Especially Caleb. Never.
Don't listen to him.
Oh, and he did it too. He did it too. He blew the air horn too.
We may possibly actually finish this game in the dry because it looks like most of the rain has left and the clouds are moving northward. Back part of the field actually is exceptionally spotty with the clouds. Rain clouds still hovering right over the top of the field with the perfunctory thunder in the background. We chose to keep the live feed on, that way if anybody is following the game and was curious what was happening, they wouldn't wonder if it was a final or run rule. We dropped the feed. So a lot of ambient noises, a lot of tomfoolery going on here. People are bored, but nonetheless, we should be back to go here momentarily. We are still waiting on Latta Panther players to come from the bus. I did just confirm that they are still on in the parking lot. So that's what we will need to resume the action here. It looks like the Rebels are going to resume field drills, which is a common tradition with baseball teams. So they'll do a little toss and catch, and hopefully we will be able to get going here shortly.
Dry the field.
I have no idea.
I think Finley was passing me up. She was good. Yeah.
Your hot stuff.
Hey, sit down. Sit down. What's his name? That was close. That was close.
No, hey, the lady.
Snickers.
Hey, I said, what? Who said, hey, hey. I said, did you know his name? He said, yeah, it's hey, hey.
Close. Really close. take you up there with Dad. You better stop right now. Sit down. I can't help when I was little. I'll watch you. I talk in a country accent, and it kind of stuck. How can we help? Yes. Benji, right? Benji. Benji, right? Listen to anything I have to say. Benji. Connor, come here. Nope, they're in the fridge.
Can you help me?
Hey, watch out, guys.
Hey, go get Taylor.
Brady. She went to play with the baby. Same with Audrey. Not Lily, Abby. Benji, you won't ditch us for the baby, will you? You staying here with us? I do not need one. You shut the door on the way out, though. Here, Benji, come sit by me. Come here. You want to play on my phone? Yeah. You want to play Minecraft? You did destroy my shoe? Yeah. You're sorry? Thank you. Leave it,
You got any help in here, anyone?
No, not at the moment. Tia went through the softball field with a slushie.
I need,
Blue chair, I can get that. That is something I
that would be the one.
How was it? Sweat? Sweat? He just put some water on it.
Okay, so we are back live again. Went ahead and killed the feed because we have just got literally 40 minutes of dead time. So we will have to do some video trimming later today so that our feed doesn't just drag on and on and on. We will probably do a clip for anybody that is wanting to see particular action when it was blown over. Right, players on the field, both teams in line drills, warming up, basically just throwing. Ump and referee are back on the field, so we should be resuming action here shortly. There is still some thunder in the background that kind of just keeps rattling and cracking. However, due south and east of us from here, it does appear at least to be clear. So if we can get right above the field, literally from right field over to where you pull in the entrance for the school is primarily where the rain clouds have covered. So literally hovering right over the school and all of its facility. We will give this a shot again to see if we can go ahead and get started. If we can't, then we will pull the plug on this. The way it works, they will have to get into the 5th inning for this to be considered a final. Otherwise, we are looking at a canceled game that does not count. So any further reduction in time, I would assume that Latta is more than content just to leave here with a no-show and then head on home. Okay, teams resume drills. It looks to me that Silo is going to huddle up, resume with a 2-0 pitch count. They will be back up to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Latta has got a couple of bats out. Look like they might do a little bit of positioning and just hitting some balls out in the field to see maybe how they might roll or land. Looks like Coach Jake Collins is not giving up on that prospect, so he will be heading out to right field. They may be just testing some areas of the grass to see if players can run and snag balls. Not sure exactly what they'll be doing, but as is, we'll head to the bottom of the 4th when coverage resumes. Silo will be up to bat, and they now lead 2-0 versus the Latta Panthers. right, we are still getting some rain drizzle in through. However, if it stays where it's at right now, this is probably doable. It is just a little bit of a drop. Okie dokie, we have got Panthers on the field, we have got Rebels on the field, and they should be up to bat here coming up. We have been in a rain delay for approximately 50 minutes, and hopefully we are back on track. The game was projecting to be very fast moving, only 13 minutes for the top 2 innings, and that started our leadoff feed, so it was very fast paced.
Oh yeah, you're the most experienced guy here. Oh yeah.
Hastings won here.
Okay, so the perfunctory warm-up pitches, and then we should be good to go.
Nice time to show
Just
off.
a reminder, 2-0 on the pitch count, and we have got a 2-0 lead. Recapping the game, leadoff home run for Silo. They score a second run in the top of the 4th just before the rain hit on a wild throw from the catcher. Error at third base, ball rolled out to left field. All of that would have been negated and thwarted on any combination of an infield catch by the third baseman, catcher, or pitcher at home plate, virtually on a pop-up. Pitcher and catcher just missed a pickoff at second that allowed him to steal, and then they miss him again on third that allowed him to score. So 1 run earned, 1 run unearned, 4 hits on the day for Silo, 1 hit on the day for Latta. We'll do our best to get some updated info from Coach Hastings before we leave tonight on the tournament. All things Oklahoma, weather trumps all, so we'll just have to roll with it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and hope that there aren't any rain delays, cancellations, or pushbacks on the tournament. We missed all of last week's tournament at Latta, and that was unfortunate. And we are back in play. Ball is high and inside. Makes it a 3-0 count. It is misting on the field. And he walks him, so the runner is on first. due to the walk prior to the rain delay and suspension of the game, and then the stolen bases and error, there are no outs. Pitcher throws back to first. He is in safe. As I said prior, since we had so much drop tape and just mumbo jumbo going on in the background, we'll do probably a separate wild throw again, runner steals. Literally in this game, there have been 6 advanced bases on throwing errors that have allowed Silo to get an extra run. We'll see if it leads to another here in the second. So resuming the thought, we'll probably trim the tapes, do one live feed upload after the game. This remainder will be live, and then we will do a tape delay upload, and then we may even do a separate clip just for the work that they did while the wind gust and the rain came in. It was very impressive to watch everybody pitch in and keep the tarp on the field, and more importantly, keep the dirt dry so that the players could actually infield. Only real rain that got on the field was right here, right by the ump. As you can see, just a little bit of water, but otherwise good to go. Wild throw, runner steals and goes all the way to third. In fact, we're going to pull back just a little bit. Rain is coming, and it's literally on more than just a drizzle now. Ball is outside. So since play resumed, Latta has not been able to buy a strike. There have been 5 consecutive balls. Thunder resumes in the background. All right, and for a strike now, 3-1 count. Silo has a potential scoring run at first. Just a reminder, even though there was the delay, there are no outs. So any pop-up, fly, single, bunt, wild throw, and he walks them, so they're on the corners for Silo, first and third. Have a brief meeting at the mound for the Panthers. Coach Collins makes his way out to confer with the pitcher. This has been a repeat pattern. We will have a pitching change made here. It has been a pattern throughout the games, at least that we have covered. Just infielding gaffes, errors, overthrows, wild throws, wild pitches, pickoffs that have gone awry. There have been, at least since the 4 games, or 5 that we have covered, I think, in 4 of the 5, I bet there have been 12 to 14 runs just scored on errors and wild throws. Could have made a huge difference on whether or not those were wins versus losses. So Coach Collins makes the change. And we have now got Lightning back in left field.
How do you keep switching to
Rebels have got them on the corners. They've already scored one run here in the bottom of the fourth, looking to add more. Pitcher catches him back on base and safe. So a little difference in technique, more power and speed from the right-hander now, more finesse and curve from the left pitcher. We'll see if that makes a transition of success for Latta. This is still a salvageable game. They do not want to allow it to get further out of hand, though, because Silo is a team that can score punches and bunches and put runs on the board in a hurry. In safe again at first, I'm sorry. All right, back again. Pitch in for another strike. 1-2 on the pitch count favors the Panthers. He steals uncontested again. So another gaff, another infield mistake has allowed a stolen base. That is now 7 on the day for the Rebels. In high, so 3 consecutive pitches that have been way out and off. And low. So he will walk the bases loaded. And the Panthers are officially in a world of hurt now. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah. You got 3 right here. Let me step out a little bit.
That ball is shot out to left field. It'll be a fly out, so we will have our first sac fly of the day. And 1 run scores for the Rebels. It has been forever since we have hit the button for capture highlight. 3-0 lead now for Silo. They have gotten 2 runs here in the bottom of the fourth. Runners remain on first and second. 1 down. This inning has literally lasted longer than the entire game. We were in a rain delay for about 55 minutes and then finally resumed action just about an hour after it was called.
Good job, Dexter. Good job, Carson.
In the sky?
That ball is trapped. Catcher gets it back up, so no stolen base.
Right here, 3, you got it.
Ball gets away from him, and back-to-back stolen bases to make that 9 on the day. That have basically come just from wild throws. This continues to be the Achilles heel of Latta this 2020 fall baseball season. It is hard to beat a team when you beat yourself. It's almost like a double loss. Same miscues and gaffes just continue to happen over and over, inning after inning. Foul ball. All right, full count. So runners are on second and third. There is one left, but Latta needs to turn 2 here and get out of this inning and get back up to the plate. Foul ball keeps him alive. Hit and play, he drops the ball. Fortunately, he gets the tag out over there. That could have been potentially a major problem. Runner hopped, jumped, showed that he was going to run, so he does not. So in effect, runners remain second and third, and now 2 down. Front ump is asking for new balls, cleaner ones that are dry, and then the rag goes back to the dugout. We've got a couple poles in front of us, so we're trying not to swing and just put those in front and center view.
Get it out.
All 3.
Another breaking ball. He is going to have to stick to throwing strikes. Salo's one of the more experienced batting teams, so they don't generally swing at a lot of junk. If you're going to throw a breaking ball or a changeup, it's going to have to come in for a strike and make them think it's a ball. So pitcher fakes the throw. Low again, ball 3. It is just a redux repeat. Inability to throw strikes, inability to prevent errors and wild throws. And it is costing Latta otherwise exceptionally good performance thus far. You take off the 2 unearned runs and 1 home run, you're down 1-0. That's a winnable game. And he walks him loaded. That looked to be a strike again based upon the pitch just before. So any base is a tag and a force out, so you don't have to get tricky, just tag a base. Don't have to turn anything, just 1 out is all you need. Foul ball, so that'll knot it up a piece, 1-1. There is a steady drizzle coming down. And in for a strike. So 1-2. First time since we've resumed action, Latta has had the advantage on the pitch count. We've had 4-0, 3-1, 3-2, and now our first 1-2 here today. Ball low. He got him in a suicide squeeze potential. And the call is safe. Another miscue, another mental error. If a run scores, you're looking at literally 3 or 4 runs here that shouldn't have happened. You got to throw someone out when they're halfway down to home plate. You got to throw them out. Pitcher needs to come in on the rotation. You have pitcher resume with the third base. Shortstop takes third after the pitcher sweats off, and the catcher just keeps throwing it back and forth, tagging out. Pitcher resumes, comes back and backs up home plate for a wild throw.
Hey, finish it, Carson!
Full count now. Any potential walk, hit, or error here scores a run. Got to get the out, got to get a strike. And he walks another in. We had a sack RBI and then a walk score run, sack RBI score run, a wild throw score run here in the bottom of the fourth. 4-0 lead for Silo. And gets him to pop up. Right fielder calls him off mercilessly, however you want to word it. this inning comes to a conclusion. We head to the top of the fifth. Score is now Silo 4, Latta 0, your Prep Nation TV game of the day. 3 runs, no hits, 2 errors, sack, RBI, a wild throw at third, scores 1, and a walk with the bases loaded, scores the other run. Otherwise, Silo had a lead-off home run when the game started. First pitch off the left field wall, or over the wall, I should say. You can see that gap and opening there with the 2 trees. That's about where it went. So we'll see what kind of advantage that the hitters have over the pitcher now that it's actually rained. In low for a ball. And a strikeout evens it up 1-1. Or a strike, I should say. Foul ball, 1-2. Pitch count goes to the Rebels. Another pop-up. So it goes behind home plate. Pitch count is now 2-2. Outside, ball 3, full count. Panthers have got to get out of this moribund kind of spell that they're under. They have got to get something going. And high for a walk. So that'll put a Panther on. Only their second runner on. They got one in the top of the third on a walk and the top of the fourth. Otherwise, the first 8 batters in a row were retired. High for another ball. In for a strike, 1-1. And strike 2, pitch count again favors the Rebels. Outside for ball 2.
Right here. Work hard.
Goes foul, hooks over the wall. It's going to pull back though, so it does go to show that if you stay with the trajectory, you can get the ball. So that is an out. Foul ball. It's a shame that that one hooked back. It's going to go over the left field. So that is going to be the first hit of the day for the Panthers, and they are in safe at third, first and third, exactly what Latta needed to get back in the game. But we'll have a runner substitution at first.
Go, Nick! Go, Nick!
That hit to the second base, shortstop. So 6-4-3, and for the second time this game, Latta hits into a double play and strands runners on base. They just cannot catch a break in this game. Everything going the way of the Rebels. Bottom of the fifth coming up. 4-0 lead for Silo. They'll be up to bat. Your Prep Nation TV game of the day.
She says she doesn't want anything. She's not.
Okay, so now things have changed. If we, for whatever reason, get rained out after this point, this will be a final score.
What are your shoes? Oh, that's all right.
It's two shoes sewed together to make one.
What?
This shoe is so big. It took so many
He only said his max.
little kid workers to put the coat in.
That foul ball down left field line. 0-1 pitch.
Whoa. Need help. You want to drop the car? Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Another meeting at the mound with Coach Collins. We may be looking at a second pitching change, and I believe we are. We're now in the bottom of the fifth.
She said, I'm gonna be wrong. Like that. I put heat on it, put a 10 unit on it.
I do shaking her, you know. Yeah.
Phil had told him he knew.
This all felt good over.
My freaking car. Hey, have you get us go?
There you go.
At bottom fifth resumes, third pitcher of the game for Latta. Let's see if it will work any wonders here in the bottom of the fifth. No runners on. And immediately a wild throw. 1-1 on the pitch count. Wow, way above his head. Foul ball, so it stays 2-2 on the pitch count. Solid shot out to right field. It will be a fly out. So for the first time this game, Latta gets the first runner in an inning out. Pattern that began in the first with a leadoff home run, and then second, third, and fourth innings is finally snapped. One down. Ball is high. Pitch count again. Latta in a hole on the pitch selection, just continuously, repeatedly throwing ball after ball after ball. In for a strike, so we now have a full count. And gets him. And by my math, that is a strikeout, and for whatever reason, he's letting him stay up at the plate. And he walks. Have to go back and look at that sequence there. It looked like to me that he struck out. So a runner on for Silo.
Left fielder, Connor Cordell.
Checks him on back at first. In for a strike. At 1-2 on the pitch count. Goes back to first. Runner goes, first baseman throws, the tag is on, and I believe he gets him on the 3-4 throw out, and he does not. Runner remains on base, so I guess they bobbled the ball. He definitely had him dead to rights again, and unfortunately, they do not get the out, which has become a repeat pattern for Latta. They've had throw-out opportunities on first, second, and third, and have missed on each and every instance they've tried. No pickoffs thus far. Ball is high. He walks another runner. Ball put in play, popped up to the infielder catcher, waves off. First baseman takes it, so finally they communicate well. Beautiful skyline tonight after a lot of rain. Beautiful.
Third baseman, Corbin.
In for a strike. Back to first, and again another call that he has saved. That one was super close. And another walk. Base is loaded again for Silo.
Take it. Cover it.
That ball goes wild again, so we are at another pitch differential of 2-0. Latta is on the verge of letting a very winnable game at a 1-0 deficit in the fourth fall away with 3 runs scored on unearned errors or a sac fly. And then here again in the bottom of the fifth, bases are loaded, and they're looking to be on the verge again of letting another unearned run come in. Panthers need 1 out, so a strikeout, a pop-up, tag out, anything would work. All bases are live, so a tag off could be at any base. Nothing fancy, just go to the closest base and tag. 3-1 on the count. And he walks another run in.
Attention please now, pitching for Latta, number 5, Caleb Goodwin. And the new third baseman, number 11, Wolf.
Fourth pitching change of the game for the Panthers. Ball is again high. Another ball. It has to be especially frustrating and exasperating for Coach Collins to be this close to setting a record. 1 win away from tying, 2 from winning, and you just can't seemingly throw strikes. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but it's just so many basic things. Each and every inning that runs have scored, other than the first when it was a 1-0 lead. All the runs have just come by miscues and gaffes and letting runners get on base. Just walks and overthrows and missed throws and fielding errors and wild throws. You have got to pitch ahead in the count, and you've got to throw enough strikes to keep the batters honest. Otherwise, you're just wearing down your arm and you're just setting them up to cherry pick what pitches they have to swing at. Otherwise, they just walk them in. And unfortunately, that's what eventually happens right there.
Get somebody in, let's go.
RBI single makes it 6-0, and now we are getting perilously close to a potential run rule. We genuinely do not care who wins games. I try to root for all of the teams in Oklahoma, even going so far as most people not even knowing what school I did attend. We do not call homerism our favorites. We call as objective and fair and balanced as we can for both teams. And I said it when Silo was playing Canute, and I said it tonight several times. Little things that players do add up to big wins and big losses. Fundamental base running, taking extra bases when you have opportunity, jumping pitch counts, forcing players to swing at bad pitches, not walking them, not overthrowing, getting force outs when you need them. All of those things come into play for championship level teams that make the difference between district champions versus state champions, and more importantly, make the difference between a 6-0 lead that sounds like a total blowout versus a potential 1 or 2-0 game, which is definitely winnable and sustainable to make a rally. To that end, we are right back to a 3-0 pitch differential with the bases remaining loaded. It's almost if Silo doesn't even really have to swing. They could force Latta to throw 5, 6, or 7 pitches and stave off a strikeout and almost always get on. Now you've got to win that battle of percentages of batters going down, not going on. And there we are again. At the end of the night, the average person will look at a 7-0, 8-0 win or score and say, oh, this is a total blowout, when in theory it's actually been played exceptionally close. What has killed Latta has been the rain delay that they came back and gave up 3 unearned runs. And then here again in the bottom of the 5th, after we resumed action, they have given up 3 unearned runs. I'm sorry, 2 unearned and 1 RBI single. So an RBI single and a solo home run. 2-0 game, 7-0 game. 1-1 on the pitch count. Again, 2 down, bases remain loaded for the Rebels. Chopper 2 shortstop, go right to the base. 4-3 on the ground out. So our score now is Silo 7, Latta 0, top of the 6th inning coming up. Your Prep Nation TV game of the day. So the Rebels score 3, strand 3, and they now have back-to-back innings with 3 runs put on the board in the bottom of the 4th and the bottom of the 5th. So we will head to the top of the 6th. Looks like it would be good for any other future potential rain delay or cancellation situation. So the Panthers will need to get some runs on the board, get some momentum built up here. Thus far, it's been all Rebels. They have stuck with their 1 pitcher throughout the game. 0-0 started the day, and the Panthers have now had a 4th pitcher on the mound. Foul ball. All right. It is a little bit of hope and then another fly out.
Durant, Hedger, Jackson, front point.
First hard shit kind of shot of the day for Latta. Nice shot out to center field. Unfortunately, he runs right under it.
leading off for the Rebels, 6th inning. Trout.
Okay, to the third baseman. Another error, another throwing error. So instead of an out, you have a runner on second.
And the batter is the second baseman, Will Farr.
So holds him back. He goes back to second. Rocket out to left field, so that will score a run. Fifth hit of the day. We have an 8-0 lead for Silo. And that will do it. Final score. So players do the perfunctory wave-offs. They can't touch up this season due to COVID regulations. So on the day, 3 earned runs given up on a solo home run, and then 2 RBI singles. Rest were junk runs on wild throws, errors, and walks. So we have a final score, Silo 8, Latta 0. That concludes our Prep Nation TV Game of the Day.